Good morning, good morning. We are going to go for a bit of a walk down Mont Choisy Beach. I think it's the second longest beach in Mauritius, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to start right on the southern end. This is Mystik Hotel. Looks pretty cool. I've never actually been here. It sounds like people are having their breakfasts. Wow, but from here you can see, excuse the dustbin, let's get the dustbin out of the view. There you go, much better. The whole of Mont Choisy Beach. What is quite nice is there's not a lot of boats. And there's a lovely big swimming area. Not much sand, but enough. Lots of shady areas where you can sit. There's just no shops nearby. So you do need to come prepared with everything. I think there are some small restaurants and everything on the beach, so we'll go check them out. This is a newer resort, I think. It's called Tarisa, because I'm sure the road used to go down here and connect with the other road by the old airport. But if you're staying in Tarisa, you've got no main road between you and the beach, so that is actually pretty cool. It's beautiful. Oh, so that's your main sea views, and you've got some pedalos and things. Watch out for the occasional motorbike. Yeah, and that's your entrance to Tarisa Resort. Onwards. Yeah, this area here, there used to be a sign. They're planting it to check what endemic trees can do well with the cyclones and the conditions of the sea, because I wanted to replace these casarinas at some time, because they do tend to break and fall down. Plus they make these annoying things on the ground that you step on. It's looking beautiful, I must say. I was a bit nervous at first to walk through this area, because on the map it looks quite isolated, and it is pretty isolated, but you have quite a few people jogging and everything like that. So, and I see up ahead there are actually some security cameras too, so it seems okay. Probably wouldn't do it by myself at night or anything. The forest is still a little bit creepy. It's beautiful though. Yeah, this area, like I hinted before, was actually the first airstrip in Mauritius. You can't see behind the trees, but there's a big field. And they used to run flights from Reunion to Mauritius way back in, like, I think the 1920s or 30s or something. Quite amazing. How beautiful is this? They do have a few benches here and there, and there are some toilets. There's actually some magnificent public toilets a little bit further along. Not quite as many benches as Perry Bay. I think it's definitely more like a local beach, like bring your own stuff. In there you can see a barbecue pit. You're allowed to bring your own barbecues and have fires and everything. They do a meeting, like I think monthly, where people get together and you bring your own meat and they make fires. Yeah, it's actually quite a lot of fun. It's a great way to meet people. I did go to one. I didn't film anything, but I'll put a picture here maybe if I remember. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you're interested in the link to come and join for one of these barbecue meetups. As you can see, there's quite a few of these barbecue areas. That is the main coastal road over there. This beach is so big, it has 3 bus stops along it. I kid you not, 3 bus stops long. And this has got to be one of my favorite views. This just makes my day. So here you have some of the nicest public toilets, always beautifully clean, bit of a garden around it, you know, spectacular. Maxi Clean does a great job. And you got showers if you were swimming. Fantastic. I'm not sure these old buildings, I think they possibly used to be the old toilets. I sort of remember one of them used to have a like a balcony type area, and people when it rained used to go stand under it. I'm not sure where you would go if it rained now. You get wet. So towards the middle, but still the top end of the middle, you got some food places here, and you can see more of the sand. There's not such a big drop off. It's a very big beach, but you'd be surprised it gets incredibly full. I mean, there's enough space for everybody, which makes it amazing. I really do think the only downside for Mont Choisy is you don't have like a Winners supermarket or Sipi or something right nearby like the other beaches do. So if you didn't bring enough Coke or something, or you suddenly feel like ice cream, you got to go to the ice cream truck and he's going to charge you like 300 rupees. Yeah, so that for me is the one downside. You do need to bring everything with you. But that said, it's a different vibe, because you'd more come here with a group and you'd have a barbecue or a braai, make a lunch of it. Parking though can be a nightmare. You can see they've sort of got places under the trees here, so it's a little informal, and the dip off, you need to be careful. The dip off from the road can be quite severe on your car. They did build 2 brand new massive parkings, but they get filled up so quickly. So I'd say come early enough, or take the bus. Like I said, there's 3 bus stops. But you have to lug all your stuff with you on the bus, so nah.
Yeah.
You have these sun loungers and umbrellas. I think some guy probably rents them out or something. I'm not sure. And fantastic benches. If you come early enough, you can nab yourself one. I normally stop somewhere around here, like at that bench or the next one. Have some breakfast. Look at the sea. Yeah, Magic. Apparently very, very good. They do noodles and things like that. I think their prices aren't too bad considering where they are. Here's one of the big parking lots. And another set of toilet blocks. This one is new. Alright, so you have changing rooms as well. Good to know. Amazing maxi clean ladies who keep the beach so spotless. Bonjour. Yes, so all of that there under the trees is parking all the way along, and then there's more formal parking lots as well, but it all gets completely filled sometimes on weekends. You would be amazed. I mean, I'm sure you guys have experienced it. Yeah, I come past sometimes in the bus and it's kilometers of cars. And then you think to yourself, that beach must be just like wall-to-wall people. But it's not. Because it's also kilometers of beach. So near the top of the beach, there's actually like a gym set up. So a lot of the people who go jogging and everything, then they come here and they do things like that. Wow, okay. Very impressive. There's another major parking, and then further along in that area direction you'll get the Club Med and the Beachcomber. This is Pointe Canonniers, so you basically end up in Pointe Canonniers. The actual cannons, interestingly enough, are at the Beachcomber Hotel. Well, I haven't been recently. Brian and I went the one time. We snuck and we actually walked from this way or across the beach, because all beaches are public beaches. You can walk down in. And we ended up at the Pointe Canonniers Beachcomber, and they've got the actual cannons of the Point of Cannon. You get it. Right, so the beach does continue that way a bit, but I don't want to get stuck behind this wall, so I'm going to go down the road. Try not to actually get run over in a parking lot. And what is nice about this Mont Choisy Beach type area is there's a lot of trees, which is great. There's a busy traffic road, but at least there's the beautiful trees. And in case you're interested, just across the road from Mont Choisy Beach, where we've been walking, so in all this area is where they're developing the rest of the Mont Choisy Golf Estate villas and duplexes and apartments and things like that. Yeah, so I think you'll have your own access to get across to Mont Choisy Beach. Yeah, that was the bus that I would normally have taken, but I've been choosing to take a walk. Instead, because then you don't have to wait for the buses. You can just go on your own terms, plus you've got the whole beautiful beach. It is about 3 kilometers, so going to get fit, watch the space. Anyway guys, thank you for joining me. Walked on Mont Choisy. I forgot to tell you about the beautiful sunsets, but I will show you some here. Wait, squirrel. There's a guava tree. Mont Choisy is gorgeous at sunset though. Anyway, again, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next week.